Welcome to the Mindset Makeover video series number 3. Creating a mindset that keeps you moving forward even when you have a down day or are feeling discouraged is essential. How do we do this though? Well, we need to figure out what your ultimate goal is, and we need to figure out your strong why. I'm sure you've heard that before, that you need to know your why so that when motivation runs out, your why is what fires you to keep moving forward. And this is true. When you're figuring out your goals and your why, you need to ask yourself, why are you motivated to do this program? Why do you want to change? Not the surface reasons why I want to lose 10 pounds before my daughter's wedding, or to get toned, or even to fit into all the clothes in my closet. Those why statements are not enough to compel you to action. When sitting down to do this work, you need to ask yourself, what is the deeper, more emotional reason for wanting to change? When you hit on the true reason, you will feel it and it will fire you up. That fire taps into your drive to keep going when the going gets tough. You have to find that deepest why to be able to tap into that motivation that keeps you on the path when you have one of those days. Because there will be days that don't go as planned. This journey you are on is one of ups and downs. Knowing this, our commitment is to the journey, to keep going despite imperfections. I always talk about progress over perfection, and this is what I'm talking about, using your strong why to stay focused on the path. So please don't expect perfection, you will only be disappointed. But by focusing on progress, you will make great strides, and a year from now, you won't believe how far you've come. Another tip is to avoid terms like good, bad, failure, winner. When we tell ourselves we failed, that comes from our old beliefs and an all or nothing mindset. Setbacks are okay. Just don't lose sight of your why. For me personally, my why got really strong when I spent years trying to figure out my gut health. It started with a little bacterial infection and blew up into anxiety, depression, SIBO, Hashimoto's, food sensitivities, PMS stuff, psoriasis, migraines, weakened immune system, and the list goes on. I was basically a mess. Up to that point, my poor health habits were easy to justify because I didn't have a strong why to change. But similar to someone facing a diabetes or heart disease diagnosis, I was scared, sick, and very motivated to change. That was my strong, deep, and emotional why. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I wanted to feel good and heal so that I could be present for the ones that I loved. That kept me going even on the nights when I was so sick to my stomach from detoxing that I didn't want to think about clean eating or taking one more supplement. But I continued on. I stayed the course because I had that fire in my belly to change, and I knew that I could if I kept moving forward. That's the kind of why I want you to find. Here are some additional questions that you need to sit down, be real with yourself, and ask. Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to fit into all the clothes in your closet? Why do you want to be fit and toned? Why do you want more energy? Why do you want to get over your sugar and carb addiction? You can also ask questions like, how will I feel a year from now when I lose the weight? What will be different when I have more energy? What other aspects of my life will improve or be different when I feel healthy, happy, and in control of my struggles with food? By digging deeper and continuing to ask the why until you get to the very root of it, you can tap into strength that you didn't know was inside of you. You truly can do anything you put your mind to if your why is strong enough. As I stated before this, keep digging until it changes you. This kind of motivation keeps you moving forward and allows you to ignore the things that stand in your way. You will be willing to make sacrifices and do what needs to be done, even when you don't always feel like doing it. I always tell my clients and patients that feelings are not facts. And sometimes we need to be able to bypass how we're feeling in the moment to live up to our higher truth. So ask yourself now, what do you care about so much that you are willing to create new habits for, to take action for, and to have the determination to stick with it for? If you want this, you need to be determined. Your powerful and emotional why is the key. It's about you deciding to do whatever it takes, no matter what, at all costs, because quitting is not an option. Success is the only option. No matter what happens, it doesn't matter because you have made a decision. Setbacks don't cause you to quit. You jump back up, you bob and weave, and you stick with it. Your action steps for today. Number 1, I want you to think about your strong emotional why and write it down. Take some time with it. Number 2, look to the future, plan in advance. What might your setbacks be? What might they look like? Are you going camping? Are you getting ready for a vacation? Is company coming over for the weekend? Make a plan in advance for how you're going to handle it. Write down and define specific setbacks. When I was doing this work a few years ago for the first time, I would sit down during my morning routine and I would write out my intentions for the day. Then I would write down very specific possible setbacks that could come up based on the day and how I would handle them. So I want you to do the same thing. In a notebook or a journal, write down your why each morning and then create a column A and column B. In column A, write down possible setbacks for the day, and right next to it in column B, write down your plan of attack. Do this every day until you feel confident in your ability to continue on without doing the written exercise. It only takes a couple of minutes each morning, so be sure to do the work. It truly will make all the difference. That's it for Mindset Makeover video series number 3. I hope you're taking a few minutes each day to implement the action steps from these videos and creating a new belief about your ability to do amazing things. I'll see you in the next video.